Are Christians equal in Pakistan? Are they equally treated in Pakistan?
I think we are treated equally. We have much more rights than others. For example, the recent thing of Jaranwala, it was the Muslim neighbors who gave them shelter. It was the Muslim neighbors who took care of them, who helped them, who protected them from all this. And that is why this was one of the incidents where we had no casualties, no one being killed, no loss of life. Pope Francis speaks very little English, but what our language is, the language of love. In Pakistan, that's one thing which we see. If, God forbid, if I'm sick, okay, I'll have 100 people coming every day to visit me. Father, we heard you were sick, how are you, and this and that. If we all get together, we come together and work as one, we can build up our country. You think when America was made, America had all the facilities? You think when Canada was made, Canada had everything? No.
पाकिस्तान के झंडे की जब बात करें तो जो सफ़ेद रंग है यानी कि माइनॉरिटीज़ का जो रंग है, इसी के रिप्रेजेंटेटिव से आज हम मिलने जा रहे हैं, यानी कि फादर मारियो रॉड्रिगेस। इनसे हम बात करेंगे किस तरह से माइनॉरिटीज़ पाकिस्तान के अंदर रहते हैं, किस तरह से माइनॉरिटीज़ अपनी सेलिब्रेशंस यानी कि अपने सीजन्स को, फेस्टिव्स को सेलिब्रेट करते हैं। चले मिलते हैं, इनसे बात करते हैं। Thoughts That Shape Season 1 is presented by iBrandigo, powered by Igloo, co-powered by Beauty Global Network, fashion partner Swag Kicks, and transformational partner Transformation Wellness Clinics. Father, straight to the point, are Christians equal in Pakistan? Are they equally treated in Pakistan?
A difficult question. Yes and no. For example, if you compare it with other countries, I think we are treated equally. We have much more rights than others. But we do have problems. But the problems have started now in the past 25 years. But before that, we were always treated as equal citizens. For example, we had a mayor, a Christian mayor. Mosquito was there. We had a Chief Justice, Justice Cornelius. So there was always that there. Yes, later on, after Islamization process, then things started changing. But for me, Pakistan is Pakistan, whatever you say.
For sure.
But it's not like I say, it's not that everybody, it's not everybody. It's just that a very small minority who create this problem. For example, the recent thing of Jaranwala, it was the Muslim neighbors who gave them shelter. It was the Muslim neighbors who took care of them, who helped them, who protected them from all this. And that is why this was one of the incidents where we had no death, no casualties, no one being killed, no loss of life. Yes, lot of loss of property, which the government was very distinct to do their best to complete it. But there was no loss of life, which for me is very important.
Very important.
And because that was because of the Muslim neighbors who protected them. So it's like I said, it's yes and no. It's both. It's a very
It's a great type of thing.
yeah. I mean, you can't say yes. You do have our problems, but compared to others, for example, like India, the amount of churches being destroyed, the amount of I mean, I find myself more safe now here. I mean, I've been given a chance. I mean, I had a chance to stay out.
Yeah, for sure.
In Australia, Pakistan, out of Pakistan anytime. But I always chose come back to Pakistan. Why? Because this is my home. So, as I'll say, I'm a citizen of Pakistan, and I never call myself a minority. A minority is one, and maybe it's a smaller number, but we have equal rights in Pakistan. So
That's pretty good. Okay, so if I take you to October 6, 2016, and you recall, meeting His Excellency Pope Francis, how was that meeting like? What was the thought when you saw him in front of you, and what was the conversation that was exchanged?
It started off when the previous year, I celebrated my 25 years as a priest. So a friend of mine who was in the Vatican, he asked me, says, what can I give you as a gift? I said, just pray for me, that's all. And he says, I've got something for you. I said, what? He says, I've got an audience with you with the Holy Father. I said, with Pope Francis? And he said, yes. I said, oh, wow, that's great. When? And he gave me the date, and I said, I'll be there, definitely. And anyway, it was early in the morning because he asked me to take part in the daily mass, the daily morning prayer of the Holy Father. So we were about, I think, 50 people in a small chapel where we celebrated mass. And although I was very nil in Italian, although I knew very little Italian, but I remember it was when I sat there looking at Pope Francis. I mean, it was the mass I could understand a bit, but when he gave his homily, I understood maybe 1 or 2%, very little. But just there, looking at him was enough. Then after mass, we had to wait to meet him, and he came out, and one by one he met us, and he gave us a rosary as a token. And when I met him, the first thing, it was a great delight, and I after kissing his ring, etc., I said, in my broken Italian, I said, Holy Father, I speak very little Italian. And he says, Father Mario, Pope Francis speaks very little English, but what our language is, the language of love. That's true. He says, you love me and I love you. That's the greatest language that will bring us together. And then afterwards, he said, please join. He told his secretary, take Father Mario to my table for breakfast. And I thought, oh, it's going to be something private. And what shocked me was his simplicity. He did not have a kind of a big dining room. No, not dining room. It was the dining room where the whole staff was. And not that he sat there and everyone brought everything to him. No, he took his plate and his tray and went round choosing what he wanted. And I followed suit, taking my thing. And then I was escorted to his table after that. And then I sat with him, and then afterwards I told him, I said, Holy Father, why did they serve you? He said, because they are human beings, I'm human beings. I serve them, they serve me. What nonsense is this? We are all one, we are all servants of God, so we'll all sit down together and eat. And he sat with everybody. There was no separate table. Yes, he sat, and they made a place for me there. And once he starts eating, there's no photography, But it was great.
There's a reason why he's
exactly. Yeah, and that's something. He's just a down to earth person who loves human beings.
Wow.
That's what it is.
Okay, sir. If I talk about 1947, can you give us some insights that what role that Christianity and Christians and minorities played in contributing and running the whole country and having the independence?
I'm not so old, so I wouldn't be able to give you firsthand. But what I learned was the one decisive vote for the creation of Pakistan came from the minority community, from the Christian community, and the Christians gave their vote in favor of Pakistan, and that's how Pakistan was created. And
so that's huge.
Yeah,
that is huge.
And the thing is, we do not, I think Christians never consider themselves foreigners in this country. They always consider them part and parcel of this country. And that is why, take for example, St. Patrick's School, then next to St. Joseph's Convent School. We have a history of over 160 plus years. We are 63, they are 162 years. St. Patrick's, St. Joseph's. So it was never that, Pakistan's created, okay, wind up the school, let's get out from here. No, it was continue, and that's what we're doing even today. Even even after 75 years, uh, after serving for 163 years, and not our fees being very minimum, our bills are humongous. For example, electric bill comes to nothing less than 2 million a month. And we don't have many air conditions at all. It's just fans and lights.
Yeah.
And but the taxes are killing now. The government, my message to the government would be, at least look at a person, institute that has been serving you all for so many years. Give them a break. And it's not that we're charging 35,000 and 40,000 fees per month. It's just 5,200. So it's nothing. And still, but said, no, pack up our bags and run to Canada or run to America or get out of here. No, we'll still continue here. That's what we do.
That's good. How hard is it, to practice in Pakistan? Is it hard? Is it easy? Doing your spiritual rituals, or doing your seasonal gatherings. Is it hard or is it easy?
It's not hard or difficult. It's a question of the government has the government of Pakistan is very supportive. That's one thing I will say to our churches. God forbid anything happens, you just tell them, and you have the police there and rangers. Yes, for our own safety, for when we have big services for Christmas, Easter, etc., we inform the police, we inform the rangers, the DC will come and visit the place, the head of rangers will come and visit the place, and they try and give us a very sound
Environment,
foolproof security for environment so that we can carry on. And that's what the good thing about Pakistan is. So it's not that it's difficult, it's just that we take precautions, we take care of ourselves, and the government, like I said, is always very supportive to us. So we have no problem.
So speaking of occasions, if non-Christian wants to celebrate or wants to, attend a Christmas gathering or an Easter gathering, is that possible?
Yeah, of course. We have many of our non-Christian friends coming for masses, etc. I remember some years back, when I was director of the St. Patrick's Cathedral, Bilawal Bhutto, he came for Christmas Mass he didn't come for full thing. He came towards the end, and then he wished everybody. So there's nothing there. Then we have other companies who want to come and give small gifts, to the people. Even this year, I think this past in Christmas 2023, people came from I think Gobus Paints. They came and they gave out watches and keychains and just out of the blue, just as Christmas gifts to everyone. It's their giveaways. They could have kept it and given to their clients, but nobody came and gave it to Christians, which was a very nice gesture. When I was in St. Jude's, a Muslim came and asked me. He says, "Father, you have midnight mass." I said, "Yes, we do." So he says, "Can I ask you one thing?" I said, "Yes." So he says, "Can I give halwa puri to everybody who comes to church?" I said, Christmas, we have over 4,500, 5,000 people coming. So he says, "Yes, Father, no problem. I'll give halwa puri." I said, "I have no problem as long as if you are ready to sing it." He's saying, "I'll make all the arrangements, plates, everything. But will they eat?" I said, we don't have any problem of it. And they did that. The previous year, the SHO, he saw us giving tea to everybody after Mass. So he came to me and he says, "Father, the evening Mass, you'll give tea again." I said, "No, we do it once." So he's saying, "Okay, suppose if I give you the material, I give the milk, the sugar, the tea, everything, and the cups even, will you get somebody to make it?" I said, "I'll do it." And the SHO did that. I mean, the SHO. So I mean, there's no this thing of, "Oh, you're a Muslim, how can you do that?" "Oh, I'm a Christian, how can I?" No, that was the beauty of it. The following year, I said, the season of Lent where we fast was coinciding with the Muslim Ramadan. So I, along with my team of 2 other priests, I said, "Why not we have an iftar party or iftar dinner?" So we went to the nearby masjids. We called the Maulana. They came. Our Muslim neighbors came. Our Muslim friends came, and we had a beautiful, and some Christians as well, and we had a beautiful iftar dinner. Excellent, and it was such a lovely atmosphere. And the same thing we had last year here in the school, which I hope to have again. In the school, I break them into small groups, and I go, okay, you all have to prepare this, you all prepare this, you all. And it's not that only Muslims and Christians working together, making the chart, making the chana chart, making halwa puri, making this, making that, and then bringing together. And you just have nice, just beautiful this thing, which again we will be, when we are about to end, Ramzan will be just starting. So I hope to have that there as well.
Again. Sir, I have many Christian friends, and for them, I want you to give a message, and that is about they want to do whatever they want to do. They think that, Jesus Christ has given his own life. He sacrificed himself for us, and that is for sure. He sacrificed himself for us. But they think that, we will get heaven. They take it granted. They want to do whatever they want to do, but what message do you want to give them? That, you have to be obedient, you have to be, disciplined, you have to have ethics, you have to follow Jesus Christ and his, preachings and teachings, not only just, follow this one verse or one line.
Very true. Jesus says, it's not by saying yes, you will attain heaven, but by doing the will of the Father. And the will of the Father is really to living up human values, living up your Christian values. The values, he says, when I was hungry, you gave me to eat. When I was thirsty, you gave me to drink. When I was naked, you clothed me. When I was sick and imprisoned, you visited me. These are the things, these are the values that we have to inculcate in us. And this is something that's very important as Christians. And I don't say it only as Christian, but I think as human beings, this is something that is very important. For example, in Pakistan, that's one thing which we see. If, God forbid, if I'm sick, okay, I'll have 100 people coming every day to visit me. Father, we heard you were sick. How are you? And this and that. And even in Pakistan, in our poverty, in as poor as we are, as difficult as it is to really have a proper meal, you'll find people thinking of the others. Like, for example, now in the month of just before Christmas, the time of Advent, all our churches, we had like food banks, what you'll call, and we invited people to bring dry ration every Sunday when they come for Mass. And the amount of people we were able to help out, the amount of people we were able to go and distribute these rations to afterwards, who we knew were really poor. In this time and age, with inflation is so high, with the expenses so much, still we had many Christians who went out of their way to help others, which is something really important and something very beautiful. And that's what it is. I mean, yes, you will get heaven, but the most important thing, to live out your Christian life.
That's a pretty good message. Yeah. To even to the non-Christians.
To anybody.
To anybody. Yeah. When I speak to Christians, I see some Christian women, walking towards the church, and when it's the Azaan coming in, they wear scarves. I mean, obviously, it is not their religion, but they respect. And how do they respect? I mean, do you guys, give them tickets? Do you guys give them preachings that you should respect? Because each and every Christian woman respects, the Azaan and the hearing of the Azaan.
It's not only a Christian woman. It's, for example, if we are having any function, and if we are even if we start a certain part, if we're having a drama, okay, and the skit is on, the scene is on, and the scene has music in it, the MC will come and just say, okay, it's time for the Azaan. We'll take an Azaan break. So just for about 5-10 minutes, we'll just remain quiet, and people will stop. It's understood. Yeah. If we are in church and we are praying, then we'll continue. That's a different scenario. But yeah, it is in our culture, especially in Pakistan, that we respect everyone's religion. And when when you hear the Azaan, you respect the Azaan, because what is the Azaan? The Azaan is a call of God.
Yeah, that's true.
God calling you to pray. What is the bell? When the bell rings, what is it? What is that? That's God calling you to pray. So that's what it is. It's just a call from God. And it's not that if I respect the Azaan, I become a Muslim. No. God is calling me to pray, so you go to pray. So, I mean, for if you hear a bell, it's God calling you to pray. So it's the voice of God. So you just go by that. And it depends. If you want to pray, you'll pray. You be a Muslim, you be a Christian, you be a Hindu, you be a Parsi.
Yeah.
If you want to pray, you'll pray. You don't want to pray, you'll say, okay, I don't want to pray. You know, like I always say, I mean, we have Christians who are there every day. You have Christians who are there every Sunday, and then you have Christians who are there once a year for Christmas, for New Year, for Good Friday, for these occasions. So, I mean, everyone is different, like I said.
Okay, if we talk about religions, how important do you think is that a person should know and respect each and every religion? I mean, even in Pakistan, we have obviously different type of religions, and Christianity is obviously, I think, the second largest religion in Pakistan. But how important do you think that we should know as Muslims, or we should know as Christians, or we should know as Hindus about other religions and respect other religions?
I think as a human being, it's very important to learn to respect others. Like I said, we try and teach everybody respect, and respect not only people but your religion as well. My faith is my faith. Your faith is your faith. But it doesn't mean if you are a Muslim and I'm a Christian, we can't become friends, or we can't be friends. I mean, there's always okay, tomorrow we are friends. If it's Eid, I'll definitely wish you for Eid, and if Christmas, you'll definitely send me a message for Christmas. I mean, it's not that that's what humanity is all about. Your faith is one thing. Your faith is what I believe, my belief in God, my relationship with God, and your relationship with God. We all of us worship God. We have a relationship with God, but in our own personal way. For example, you can call him God, you can call him Allah, you can call him Ram, you can whatever you call him. You're worshipping God, you're having a relationship with God, and that's your personal life. For example, if you have a relationship with A, B, or C girl, I can't say, oh yeah, don't talk to that girl, she's not nice girl. I mean, that's your relationship with her. In the same way, if I have my relationship with God, it's my personal life. Yeah, we have our friendship, we have everything in common. But when we go to pray, you pray your way. Like I remember a priest from Abu Dhabi, a great missionary who really built the Christian community in Abu Dhabi, in Dubai, in the Emirates. And he was telling me the Sheikh Muhammad, one of them, when they were building the church, it was a Friday and it was Azaan and sing. So he had come to see the work being done, and then afterwards when it was time, he just told Father, excuse me. He went to his car, taken his Jayanamaz, spread it down, and in the church, the structure of the church was being built. He went there and he prayed. And after finishing his prayers, so Father said, Your Excellency, how did you manage to pray in a church? So he says, Father, is this the house of God? So he's saying, yes, it is. So he says, I'm praying to God. Maybe I'll call God Allah, and you call God God. So, but we are praying to God. So, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, that's kind of a lesson we should all learn. I mean, we are all doing the same thing. We do it in our own ways. But it's one God.
At the end of the day, it's one God.
Yeah, exactly.
For sure. Okay, and having a relationship, if we speak about relationships, can Christian women or Christian men marry a Muslim man or Muslim woman? As a Muslim, obviously we get our teachings that we can marry Christian women or men. What about Christians?
Yeah, there you can marry. There is a certain procedure that has to be this thing. Uh, Down here in Pakistan, it makes it more difficult.
Yeah, obviously.
Because of the whole system. But abroad, it's. I know many Christians who are married Muslims, and again, the respect for each other's religion is tremendous. They'll be celebrating both. The children are given a choice. The children are brought up, and then afterwards they're given a choice to choose which side they want to go. There's no compulsion on anyone of this thing, and so it is allowed that the law gives you, but there's certain format which you have to follow and
certain structure.
Yeah, exactly.
If you want to debunk Halloween, because as of my knowledge, Christians are not allowed or not celebrate Halloween. So can you debunk that?
Okay. Now Halloween. The word Halloween is the eve of the Hallow. Okay, the Halo is the circle around a saint. On the first of November, okay, we celebrate the feast of All Saints, and every saint will be this thing with a halo. Okay, so Halloween is the eve before the All Saints Day.
Okay.
That's the way I understood it. That's the way I understand it. And on Halloween, the system of trick and treating, it's mainly a Western thing. So it's not so much practiced here. And now it's just coming in slightly, but not much. But I don't see anything wrong in it. And it's just some kind of a social event if you want to see it that way. But there's nothing wrong in it. It doesn't say it's bad. It doesn't say the religion is bad, or it doesn't say, yes, it talks about. And then on the 2nd of November, we celebrate All Souls Day. That we remember all the faithful departed, all our relations, friends who have been called to their eternal rest. On that day, we offer special prayers. We and things like that. And on the 1st, we are reminded that each one of us are called to be saints. So we are reminded to live out our lives as saints. So like now we've started Christianizing this in certain ways, like in a certain way, like we'll on the 1st we'll tell every child dress up in costumes of any saint, and come and describe what that saint did, what that saint was all about. So that's what it was.
So Halloween technically it's not religious.
It's not nothing religious. It's just a social event. So it's not.
And to those people who celebrate the evil within them,
evil in any form is not accepted by any religion.
Any religion,
yeah,
for sure.
I mean, no religion say, oh, that's evil. Oh, very good. Continue. Keep it up. That's the way it should be done. No, I mean, everyone will condemn it.
That's for sure, yeah. Okay, so if we take, if you want to debunk, some people think that Christians, support LGBTQ, AI+, but obviously it's wrong. And I'm sure that Christians do not support that. So can you debunk that myth as well?
Yeah, the church does not this thing at all. Does not support that at all. We believe in life. And I remember my mother, Sister Lucy, who was the foundress of the FMCK Sisters, she would always say, when God sends a child into this world, He always sends that child with a loaf of bread to feed that child. So, in other words, in saying that if a child is born, God always makes sure that there are means to get that child fed.
And if we want to, know and, get information about Christianity within Pakistan, is there any authentic, places that you can go and, you can learn and you can know or you can exchange words?
We have the Catechetical Center in Karachi. We have a catechetical center in every main city of Pakistan, where you can go and you can learn about. Then every church will always give you to inform you about what is the teaching of the church in the world. And above all, if you want to learn, there's always the Vatican website, the Vatican.va,
Okay.
www.vatican.va, which will always updated to give you the latest.
And it's authentic and
It's authentic, yes, by the church itself. All latest documents issued by the Holy Father, encyclicals, etc., all on that website. And up immediately.
And what message would you give to the whole nation as a father that, what do you want from, Muslims, Hindus, from all of the nation, that what can we do as, non-Christians to support, Christians and, support the Christian brothers and sisters?
I wouldn't say it's to support Christian brothers. I would say
support our fellow Pakistanis.
Yeah. For me, it would be that let us all work towards building Pakistan. Pakistan right now, at times you see they are the fourth worst passport to have. Recently, I was in Canada, and the government of Canada had issued no notification of do not travel to travel this thing of not traveling to Pakistan because of terrorism.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not Pakistan. Pakistan is not only terrorism. Pakistan there's such a lot in Pakistan that we have to offer. But the only thing that comes up is terrorism. The only thing that comes up is all the vices of Pakistan. Every country has their vices. Every country has their difficulties. Well, only Pakistan have to be portrayed. And I think we, as Pakistanis, are a bit responsible, where we go out and what you call wash our dirty linen in public. I think that's what we do, and that's what our fault is. I think there are other beautiful things in Pakistan as well. There's the love, the fellowship, the brotherhood, which we always share. I think these things should be portrayed more than anything else. And in my people opinion, there's nothing wrong in coming to Pakistan. I mean, for example, you're talking. You don't have a student coming and firing in the school and killing 1,000 students, which you find in other countries. That's not portrayed out. But if something happens and then it's portrayed everywhere, I mean, come on.
There's a static image.
Exactly. So, come on, Pakistan is not bad. Pakistan's, like I said, I'm proud to be a Pakistani, and I'm a diehard Pakistani. Yes, I want Pakistan to be world champions in cricket. I want them to attain their past glory in hockey, in squash, etc. I mean, I would love all that to happen. But it'll take time, and I'm sure if we give time and talent towards our country, I mean, all our best, all the cream is going out.
Yeah, that's true.
All the cream is going out. I mean, stay here, build up your country. We can do it.
So do you have a message for those too? Because there's so many YouTubers or so many businessmen who are saying that, Pakistan is, there's nothing in Pakistan. Just go out, just go to Dubai, just go to Abu Dhabi, or any which country which is easier for you. So do you have any message for those youth people who are struggling and, they just want a visa and they just want to go?
That is because you want the easy way out.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sure. I mean, if we all get together, we come together and work as one, we can build up our country. You think when America was made, America had all the facilities? You think when Canada was made, Canada had everything? No. They also went through this process. Remember, we're just 75 years. I think what has happened is all our cream goes out. And there's no one to form the rest. I think if everyone starts owning this country as their own, you sit down in America and you start cursing the government, you curse that, it's very easy to say, come here, sit down and then curse the government and then see what the government does to you. I mean, it's not a bad government. You think Canadian government, there's no corruption in the government down there. There's corruption all over the world. Why is only Pakistan be portrayed as a corrupt country?
But what are you doing for the country?
Exactly. Like Kennedy's, JF Kennedy always says, don't ask what the country is doing for you, ask what you are doing for the country. That will be my message.
Sir, if I ask you a question, that what do Christians do in Ramadan? I see that you guys do iftar parties. I see that you guys do activities and, in supporting and, engaging in
in our Ramadan or
in Ramadan of Pakistan?
in Pakistan? Yes, we try and build up a bonding at that time, a kind of a inter-religious dialogue with our Muslims by having iftar dinners, by sharing meals with them, etc. These things we try and do to build up the relationship with them.
And do you think that these type of events are necessary and important, to have an interfaith and to have harmony within the
Oh,
society?
definitely, definitely. It shows that we are coming clean. I remember when GDC had just started, His Eminence Cardinal Joseph Coots, he was busy, so he asked me to go to JDC Numash to go and give him this donation. And when I gave it, he says, "Thank you, Father, but I won't let you go like that." And I said, "What do you mean?" So he says, "I want you to prepare plates yourself for people."
that's nice, yeah.
So I said, "Okay." And then he gave me a basket with fruit. I went putting down fruit, and he gave me a plate with pakoras and putting pakoras and everything. So he made me work. It was nice. It gave a nice feeling. I mean, what's wrong in this thing? I mean, for me, being a priest doesn't mean that I'm a king. I mean, it puts me down. It shows me that what I'm doing is serve humanity, which I enjoyed. It was nice. So that's what we have to do.
So at the end of the day, your focus is just serve humanity.
Yes,
and
exactly.
serve for
That's what it is. That's what we've done in all our institutions. Holy Family, MALC, Darul Sukoon, all our schools. We don't say it's only for it's a Catholic school, not only for Christians or only for Catholics. It's for everybody. We can have. In fact, we have about 75% Muslims. So I mean, it's for everyone and
It's open for all.
open for all. It's serving humanity.
Thank you very much, Father, for giving
Thank you. It's a
giving your
pleasure.
time. Because for me, obviously, for the whole world, it's the most valuable thing of this world is time, and that you gave to me, and it is my utmost honor, utmost pleasure that you have accepted my invitation. Within minutes, you have responded me. It was pretty gracious of you. And I feel the spirit within me. I feel very positive, after meeting you, and I feel pretty educated, in Christianity, religions, and St. Patrick's High School, and all of that. Thank you very much.
No, thank you. It's a pleasure. Thank you very much.
तो ये था हमारा एपिसोड फादर मारियो रॉड्रिगेज साहब के साथ। मैंने ये सीखा कि किस तरह से पाकिस्तान के अंदर क्रिश्चियंस अपने ओकेजन्स और सीजन्स को सेलिब्रेट करते हैं। मैंने ये सीखा कि क्रिश्चियंस हमारे रमज़ान के फेस्टिव्स के अंदर वो लोग किस तरह से कंट्रीब्यूट करते हैं, किस तरह से वो सेलिब्रेट करते हैं। मैंने ये भी सीखा कि हम सब इक्वल हैं, बी इट क्रिश्चियंस, बी इट मुस्लिम्स, बी इट सिख, बी इट हिंदू। मैंने बहुत कुछ सीखा, उम्मीद करता हूँ कि आप लोगों ने भी बहुत कुछ सीखा होगा। कमेंट बॉक्स के अंदर आपने बताना है कि आपकी क्या थॉट शेप हुई है। इसी के साथ मिलते हैं अगले यूट्यूब और टिकटॉक की वीडियो में, फेसबुक और इंस्टाग्राम की पोस्ट में, ट्विटर यानी कि एक्स की ट्वीट्स में, पिंटरेस्ट की पिन्स में, लिंक्डइन की एक्टिविटीज़ में, व्हाट्सएप की अपडेट्स में। इसी के साथ हसन अंसारी।